So I think I'm going to go ahead and start. For all of you who don't know me, I am Duke Wynn Abrahamson. I am the Executive Director of APACC. Thank you for joining us today for this webinar. What Leonie is going to, she's going to introduce herself and then she's going to walk us through this process. Leonie has been with APACC for the last 5 years, so she knows the ins and outs of what needs to be done, especially for the online portion and being more visible using our member information center. So Leonie, take it over.
Thank you, Duke. My name is Leonie Teichman, and I'm the operations manager of APACC. Hi, Hannah. I know you're with Echo and you're new with us. Nice to see you today.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah. Did you want to do a round robin now to let everybody introduce themselves and the company they are with? How about Kip, you start first, Kip?
Sure. My name's Kip Smalligan. I'm one of the sourcing staff and procurement services at Grand Valley State University.
And anyone else? Next, maybe Tan?
Yeah, Tan, financial advisor, Northwestern Mutual. Been doing it for 15 years and an APACC member for 8 years or so, on and off, because I was on maternity leave and that took up a lot of my time with 3 kids, all under 6.5. So back to being re-engaged. Excited to learning how to be more marketable and visible on APACC today.
Thank you. How about Hannah?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hannah Morris. I am the marketing and communications specialist at ATCO Industries. I'm fairly new to the automotive industry and to APACC as well. So I look forward to learning more about the organization and how you guys can teach me how to best do my job. Thank you.
Thank you. ATCO has been a long-time member.
Wonderful, yeah.
How about you, Julie?
Hi, everybody. Julie Osler with Next Tech Interiors, and just looking forward to joining everybody today. I'm a little bit under the weather, but that's wonderful about Zoom because I can still be in action and able to accomplish things and learn new things from home.
Well, we're glad you can join us today.
Thank you.
Okay, shall we start the slide?
Sure can. While Leonie shows you guys the slides, I also want to encourage you to open up another window and walk through this process too. It might be a little bit easier if you guys are following along. And if you have questions, feel free to ask or go ahead and type them into the group chat.
Okay, I shall begin. Today we are here to learn about how to increase your visibility on the APACC web page here. So on this slide, when you go into our website, this is the first page you see. If you click on next slide, please. If you click on membership, under membership, click member login, and then it will bring you to this login page. I think everybody has a login today. And Hannah, I just sent you your login information as well. Yeah. So next slide, please. So when you log in, this is the page that you will see. You see over on the left-hand side here, you can put in your personal information, company information, news releases, job postings, RFPs, and events on top here. So next slide, please. This is when you click on company, here are all the rest of the options which you can fill in to make your company more visible and on the web page. When you click on categories, there are a lot of categories here. So click as many as you can find in there that your company does. If your company is in IT or a hospital or university, click on everything that is offered by your company. If it's not there, send me an email and I will add a new category for you, and then you can pick on it and click on it. Because this is important, because it will show when other members are searching for you, it will show up and they can see what your company does. Next slide, please. Okay, before I begin on how to post events, press releases, and jobs, there's a couple of housekeeping rules to follow. The first one is you always copy and paste the description on the Microsoft Notepad. This is to get rid of all the formatting of the words so that it will appear nicer and more consistent on the web page. It shows nicer on the web page. If you haven't gone to our website to look at the jobs being posted or the events being posted, you can look at it and see how the wordings are over there. And then from the notepad, you copy and paste it onto the description. And when you do a link, any link, you have to first click on the target tab, pick a new window, then click on the link and paste the link, and then click OK. Now, if a link is not linked to a new window, your jobs posted, events, and press releases will not be approved. We need you to click on the new window. And then for job postings, always add the word apply now at the very beginning of the description or at the top of the description, so that they don't have to go through the whole process. That sometimes the applications are very, very long, and they don't have to read everything there. They can just, it's faster for the applicant to click at the apply now at the top and view the jobs that are available, and also apply from the landing page. So the job postings, make sure that the link always goes to the landing page of the job and not your website, not the company website. It goes, because most time the companies have like a career section. So make sure that the jobs goes to the job landing page and not to the website. That is so much easier for the applicants to be right there at that page to apply for the job. And if you add a logo, it is more noticeable. So if you don't add a logo, it will just be the wordings that you put in the page. And then also don't forget the display date. So these are just a couple of housekeeping rules. Next page, please. So this is something that I have copied onto the notepad today. So you just copy and paste from here onto the description. Next slide, please. So I am using, so this is job posting. When you go into the membership, your login information, you click on job postings here, and then you click on add job postings. Then next page, please. Next, yeah, and this would come up. And here's where you put your title, and then the description. Next slide, please. I have added the business office assistant. I added the Radford, Michigan, the job here in the title, and also added the description here and under the description. And I highlighted apply now. And then this is over here is the link icon. So when you click on this link icon, the next page will appear. Next slide, please. So when you click on the icon, you'll see link info here, okay, here. But I don't want you to paste anything here yet. Always click on the target tab first. Next slide, please. So when you click on the target tab, click the down arrow, click the new window, and then go back to the link info to put in the link information. Next slide, please. So now you put the link here and you click OK. You always want to do the target first, because I find when I was teaching my interns, I find that they forget about the target and the new window very often. Every time when I check their work, I always have to remind them, and then they have to go back in and redo the target and things like that. This is very important that you do target first. Always click on the target first, click on new window, then go back to click on the link tab and add your link there. Next tab, please.
This is a big time for college students to start looking for internships. So if your company has internship opportunities, this is probably the best spot for you guys to start posting jobs right now, because we do have a lot of students go through and looking for internships right now. Just wanted to add.
Yes, thank you. So then after you put in the description, don't forget to put the meta descriptions here. Let's say if the job is nursing, put nursing or IT or whatever position that is available there. That will be your search engine. When people do Google search, this will come up. These jobs will come up. And here's your display posting date. Don't forget to click on that. And the categories, like all the categories, whether it's analyst or apprentice or internship, is all here for you to choose. Again, if it's not in the category, please email me and I will add it in for you. After you pick the category, next slide, please. Now, contact information is all there already, is automated. So you do not have to do anything here, except that you have to watch out for the contact person's email. If this is not the right person to contact, please input all the correct information. Otherwise, this person will be thinking, why are all the job applications coming to me? So it's going to the wrong person. So be careful with this because this is populated from your membership. So you have to be careful with the email and the phone numbers here and the contact person name. So, and you don't
Leonie,
have to. Yes,
there's a question. They wanted to know if they can select multiple categories from
I know.
here.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. It's not possible because they only allow you to select one. Sorry about that. So, and website is already populated there. Next page, please. Over here, you can click as many dates right until November, December. You can click until December, I guess. You can click as many dates. It's bi-weekly, so you click on the dates and the job will keep showing at a weekly basis on these dates until there's an end date. If there's an end date, then it will not show anymore. But you don't have to click the end date because it's bi-weekly. It's every week. Is when you click on the Sunday, it will be that whole week. So next slide, please. Here you can add an image, which is your company logo. This is where you add your company logo right here. So you click on the image, add image. Next, please. I'm not sure if I put on an image here for you. I guess not. But if you click there, you can go to your desktop. You can download your logo here, and that will be your image. And don't forget to submit for approval. Click the button, submit for approval. Otherwise, you won't see your jobs jobs there, job posting on our website. So any questions so far on the job postings? Nope.
Can you
Okay,
show, let's show them what it looks like once it's posted.
Okay. Mm. You have to show it, Duke. Can you go on the website and show the now on the website, you go to resources, click the down arrow on resources, go to the job board, and see the logo, all these jobs. Now, if you put the current date, it will show at the very top. Here are other jobs postings. See, this is what I mean. If you put your logo there, it's more visible.
So when someone clicks on that link, it goes directly to that company. But do you guys get a notification that a connection was made?
No, we don't get any notifications. See, it goes to the landing page of the job. Any more questions here? So let's go back to the slide then. Next is about adding events. So this is where you add events. You click on this option here and add events here. Next slide, please. Again, this is something that I have copied on the notepad. Next slide, please. So this is where you fill in the event title, the date, and the start date, end date, the hours here, AM, PM, right here. And then recurrence is this, if it's all day event, unclick that. Otherwise, you cannot put in your hours. Sorry about that. Next slide, please. So when you click on recurrence, you can do a daily or weekly or monthly or annually recurrence on the event. So when you click on weekly, the options will come up to put whether it's every Monday or is it every Wednesday. So the options will come up for you. Next slide, please. So details is where you copy and paste it here, your details. And don't forget to put the meta description. Is it a play or what kind of events, or is it a B2B, some kind of matchmaking event, or this is for the search engine. So don't forget to put your description here. So next slide, please. Yeah, same here. This is
So
very important.
Just so I'm just gonna, the meta description is when you go into a search engine and you search some keywords, the meta description, let's say your job or your event shows up. And then the meta description is the 1 or 2 sentences that is below your link that describes what that link is. You want to fill that in because sometimes people will skip your link if they don't understand just by the link and the title of your event what that event could be about. So if you fill in the meta description, and it could be just a copy and paste from your description of your event, then they'll be able to see like a sneak peek of what that event is without clicking that link. Again, that helps with your search engine optimization, as well as the search description. This search description, again, use the keywords that you want people to associate with your event, or you think that they'll be searching in a keywords to look for events similar to yours. This right here you'll be able to, the search engines will also be going through this search description here to look for keywords there as well. And this will add to your visibility online.
Thank you, Duke. Over here, location is if there is a venue, like you have a live event at a venue, this is where you put the location address. And right now, I guess everybody would be putting up like webinars or virtual event right in this section here. Next slide, please. So then when you scroll down, you'll come to the date and time. The date and time, you don't have to put it there again, otherwise it will appear twice on the web page. It'll look funny. So you don't have to do anything here on this date and time because it's already at the very top. So next slide, please. And then you come to the fees, and then
I think we lost Leonie. Well, when we come to the fees and the admissions, do not use the word free, because what happens when you use the word free is oftentimes search engines see that, consider that as spam. So they don't utilize, they don't like that word very much in the search engine world. So what you want to use is complimentary. That works a lot better than the word free. But if there is a cost, you can type in write in what the cost is here on your fees and admissions, especially if there's multiple fees and costs, and if there is sponsorships as well. Again, in this area, you can also link it to your web page. Let's see what she's got next here. Okay, so again, when we're linking to your web page, like registration required here, you would want to highlight that area, click the add link, which is this button right here that looks like a infinity sign, and then this will pop up. Again, very much like the one prior, you want to hit the target tab first. And in the target tab, you want to make sure that you're choosing open new window before you paste in your URL. This URL can be your, I don't know if you're using an outside source, Eventbrite, or directly to your website. Make sure though that this is linking to the area, the landing page of your event, so that they're not searching once they land on your page where they need to register. So make sure that you're utilizing the appropriate links here, and then press OK. After you do that, again, you want to update your contact information and contact email. If it's pre-populated, it will be pre-populated with your company information, whoever the main primary rep is for your organization with APACC. Now, again, because it is an event, that person might not be the same person. And if you do not have a contact person here and all of that information is on your landing page, you can just erase this and not have anything there. Now, for the website URL here, again, it would be pre-populated with your website. Do not put your event link URL here, because again, that complicates the page, and it again, people might click on it accidentally looking for registration and get lost in your website. So what you want to do is make sure that everything is very seamless for people that start on our calendar page, and then looking for events and registering through your system. People would not be using our system to register. They would have to go to your landing page and register on your landing page. And again, here you have events categories. You can click multiple categories, and then it will pop up. Again, your ability to add an image, you can do so here. The header image and the main event image. If you don't do anything at all, at least do a research result logo. So just your logo, your company logo. There is also an option to add a video, a YouTube video. So your company might have a promotional YouTube video promoting that event, and you can add that URL to the YouTube video here, and it will pop up and populate here for you. Again, this is just an added, you do not have to actually use this option, but it is an added opportunity to highlight your company and be a little bit more visible, especially if you do, or if your company already has these videos, you want to point towards these videos so that your company gets more traffic to their website, to their YouTube videos, and to their events. Our event calendar is actually very popular. A lot more people go to our event calendar to look for events, especially with our strategic partners as well. We have a lot of strategic partners, and oftentimes their events are found on our page, but not on their own websites. So we do get a lot of traffic for our calendar of events.
Thank you, Duke. My God. Home Wi-Fi. Next page, please.
I do have one question.
Okay.
Duke for stepping in. The link page, do we again have to go to the target and do new window for events as well, or?
For all the link, jobs, events, press releases, for all the link.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Leonie.
Okay. So where are we now? Oh, news release. Okay. Here we are at news release. So to add new release, you click on the add new release button here. Next page, please. Same thing, you copy and paste, put your news release here, the title, display dates, and then paste the news here. And next page, please. And again, the mandate description over here. Is it a grant? Is it a loan? Is it a PPP? So put it here. And then the categories are just these categories here. Is it a press? If it's a real press release, you can click on press release. Otherwise, click general news article. Or is it also here? You can click community for community news as well. So you can click 2 or all 3 of them. You can click more categories for this one. But if it is a press release, just click press release. And also here you can add your logo here as well. So next page, please. And again, the contact person information, if you like to put it there, and submit for approval. I think this is the end of our slide. Is this the last slide?
It is. Do you want to show them what it looks like on the front end? And then do you want to walk them through the updating their personal information and their contact information, their company information?
Sure. Did you want to show the APACC one or you?
Yeah, let's go through APACC.
Yeah.
I can do
So share your screen.
that. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me pull that up.
So far, any more questions? You can, if you think of something, you can always email me.
Well, it looks pretty reasonable, and your description was very helpful.
Thank you, Kate. If I don't disappear.
Okay. So this is what Grand Valley's State University directory page looks like. All I did was search Grand Valley State University up here, and this is what their page looks like currently. Again, this doesn't give much information, but if you want to, let's go look at APACC. This is what the APACC page looks like. So from here, you can see that we've added our hours of operation, about us, we've added a video media, a YouTube video, and we also added photo galleries. What you'll also see is if you have job postings already here, it will also pop up, or news releases. So let's look up Denso here, because we know Denso has some jobs. So with Denso here, again, they didn't put much in their description for their company, but because they posted jobs, those jobs show up here. And again, here is the meta descriptions that were posted under those jobs. So you see that you're like, oh, it's a credit collection specialist. What does that mean? And it gives you a little bit more information. If you wanted to click it, you could go ahead and click that to see what that looks like here. So Leonie, did you want to talk them through updating their personal information?
Sure.
Or their company information?
Yes. Let's go. Yeah. So the company information here, this is where you fill in all your company information, like the company name, the phone number, primary phone number, your website. So if you fill in these, then when you put in jobs or events, it will populate there, so you don't have to retype everything again. So let's go up. So profile summary. Are we at the profile summary? Now, at the profile summary, you can see the overall profile completion is 78% here. So these have been completed. Social media is not in there yet. Duke, if you add your social media or APACC social media, then complete one more thing there.
Okay,
point of interest.
So let's do that. Can we do that?
Yeah, you can do it. because this is under yours.
Right.
So
So again, so what I just did, let me go back. From the profile summary page, it looks like, okay, the website information, some of these have been checked. The ones that still need to be done are the ones with the caution signs here. So I just clicked update. And from there, it brought me to the website information. I could have chose it from on the left-hand side as well. But from here, I'm just going to scroll down, and I know what the social media links are for LinkedIn, so, or for Facebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up LinkedIn, go to my company page. This is my company page, and I'm just going to copy that top portion of my company page. So whatever that URL is for my company, I'm going to go back. Where is it? Where was I? Here.
website information.
Yep, there you go. So I'm going to paste that here, and then I can check that and verify URL. And it just goes, links it to where, just to make sure that it lands on that landing page, that APACC LinkedIn page. And it does. So you can add your Facebook, Twitter, WeChat, great stuff here. Again, from here, I think Leonie has already filled this up, but the web description text, all this information here, the more you fill in, the more you'll be visible, especially if you're utilizing keywords that are associated with your industry. The more you utilize those keywords, people are more likely to find you, and you're going to show up in their searches, not just through the search through APACC, but the search through Google as well. So if, let's say you are the key contact person, make sure you utilize your full name when you're adding to these descriptions as well, and your title. So let's say you fill in all of this information, and at the bottom, just add ton and win, and then your title. So people, when they're searching you, it pops up. It might pop up at, you know, it might pop up like in 4 or 5 page deep, but the more that you utilize that, the more you'll actually show up, and those things that aren't relevant to your name or your industry will soon be in the later Google searches, and everything that will pop up will be at the top. So the more you utilize this, and it doesn't have to be just through APACC, it could be anything. If you are part of other chambers as well, and they have a process like this, definitely use the meta description or the search engine description. Put those keywords in there when you're utilizing your descriptions or writing up what your events are about or your press releases as well. And that way your company is more visible when they're searching for those keywords to your industry, and you're popping up. So when oftentimes I'm very easily found, because even if you just write Asian Duke, it pops up. It pops up. And if you actually Google Duke Win, there's thousands of Duke Wins out there, and you're not going to be able to find me if you just Google Duke Win. But if you Google Chamber Duke, I'm going to pop up, because again, we're trying to be more visible online, and our website is one way to do it. But if you're utilizing the press releases, the event portion of it, and the jobs, your company is going to be more visible on our website as well as Google search engines. Okay. I think we lost Leonie again. Does anybody else have more questions in regards to the website information or your organization information? You want to update that as much as possible, and your profile summary will get you to where, I mean, even APACC, we're not at 100% because there's a lot of options in there for you to be able to update. So your logo photos are a great way. People are visual, and when at any time possible, when they can see something colorful or click pictures, they will. So definitely update that, even if it is a picture of your company at an APACC event. Put it in there. We have, and all of our pictures of our events are on our Facebook page. So if you go through all of the albums and you see something that you're like, hey, that's my company at East West Business Connection, and there's a, you know, we've got your banner up or something at one of our events, and you're at the booth, definitely download that picture and upload it here so people can see your involvement with APACC. Again, that actually helps quite a bit to see that you're involved with APACC, especially if your company is involved with D&I and they want to see, hey, you say that you're going to do all of these things for D&I. What actually are you doing? Instead of just saying like, hey, we're involved with diversity and inclusion, here are pictures proving it, that not only do we give to these organizations, but we're here at these events, and here's a photo of us being involved. So, so again, those photos are a great opportunity to highlight what your company does with APACC. And I think we got Leonie back.
My apology. I don't know. The Wi-Fi keep going down on me today. I'm like, this is my biggest fear.
So you guys seen the job postings. Let's look at the press releases, okay? This is what the page for the press releases look like. And if we
Can you go to the one GM? Can you go to the GM one, please?
Okay.
Yeah. Is it showing any link to click on? Yeah. So this will go directly to the page, to the news release page. See, Clayton McCurvey is making a lot of use on our news release pages, and then Oakland County is putting in a lot of job postings. Same with FCA, Henry Ford Hospital. They're all making use of their benefits. So we hope that you will make use of the benefits as well. You know, it's no point getting a membership and then just sit on it. So it's better to learn to use the system and to your advantage.
A lot of the companies also have multiple reps. So oftentimes when we get new members, we usually try to get multiple reps entered into our system. And it's oftentimes somebody in their marketing department, somebody is in their HR department. So the marketing department would put up the press releases. The HR department would put up the jobs. And again, the marketing department would probably put up the events as well. Sometimes we also have a business development person within that same company. So make sure that they're the point of contact for all of these items where, especially when people are looking to network or contact somebody within that company to get more information. And you don't want somebody, especially if you're the business development person and somebody contacts you because they saw an event on APACC's page and you are unaware of that event happening in your company. Again, it's a great opportunity to also sit down with whoever the reps are with APACC and find out what they're posting and know where your company is visible, so that you're not getting our newsletters and you're like, oh, they're hiring. My company is hiring. I did not know. It's a great opportunity. So, and even if you just look up your company just to find out, like let me look up Clayton McCurry.
May I also add here that if you have anyone that you need me to, that you need added to as a representatives, email me the name. I will need a simple email, like just their signature line, which will usually have their title. I need their title, the phone number, their email address. That's all I need to add them as a rep to your membership. And then I will email them a login invitation where they will set up their own password to log in. And we don't see your password that you set up. If you forgot your password, I have to send you another invite to reset your password. Thank you, Duke.
So this is, I just wanted to point out that this is Clayton McCurvey's page. You'll see that, hey, here are their news, but because they didn't enter in their meta descriptions, there is no little 1 or 2 sentences underneath to describe what these news are. So all anybody has to go by is the title. And if the title doesn't appeal to them, they're not going to click on it. And again, because they're not using words that are describing the news, it's not going to show up in searches either. So only the title is what's showing up in these searches right now. And if your specific information, what you know about the future tax plan, if that's what somebody is searching, great. But if you're not giving a meta description here, you're losing out on the opportunity to get more people to click and more search opportunities to find you. Any questions?
No, you guys answered a lot of my questions too, because at first I thought I was the only one who was able to post. But now that I know I can add at least 2 more people I'd like to add to be able to post job postings and job descriptions and kind of work on it on my behalf.
Yeah, so you could have somebody, Mark, or somebody on his team to be setting that up, and you don't have to be doing that. Instead of having them say, hey, Tan, here's all this information, put it up on APACC, have them do it on their own. And then that way you can focus on what your job is and they can focus on what their job is.
Yeah, because someone emailed me and said, did you get any traction or any response from the job posting I did? I think it was a few months ago. And I said, no. But I have to go back in and kind of recur it or get it posted multiple times, I guess.
I believe if you are silver, gold, or elite members, if you are a silver, gold, or elite member and you're posting jobs up and you're not getting traction, let me know, because I believe at that membership level, I'm able to post on our social media for you guys. So I'll highlight that. I think you're allowed 4 times a year at that level. So let me know. I'll post it up. Once you post up the job, I can highlight it on our social media.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and sometimes people don't like to use the job posting. They like to save that for special occasions. I don't know what those special occasions are. So you guys know what those special occasions are. If it is specifically a job, if it is specifically a signature event that your company has once a year, whatever it is, you guys let me know and I'll be able to share that on our social medias. I believe we have quite a bit of following on Twitter, but our social media platform that is the most active right now during this time of COVID is LinkedIn. So even though we have a bigger following on Twitter, they're more active on LinkedIn. And it kind of makes sense in the industry that we are at.
Duke, could you show one more thing? Go to your the MIC for APAC again, please.
Okay.
I just thought about something.
Okay.
Is there a social feed here on the left side?
A social feed?
Yeah.
What's a social feed?
No social feed. No. It's up on the tab. Up on the tab there. So get out of the company one and see if what
Social
else?
networks under
Yes,
personal?
yes, social networks.
Okay.
And go down and see what it says. So far, is everything there?
No.
Yeah, everything is.
No. So I already showed everybody how to put in their social networks for your company. So under the company profile, under website information, and you can put your company's social media sites. But here again, Leonie is pointing out that you can also put in your own personal. So not only are you going to be able to put Northwestern Twitter account, you can also put in Ton's Twitter account under your own social networks. Again, LinkedIn right now is very popular. So if somebody is following your company's LinkedIn page, great. But oftentimes when it comes to LinkedIn, people don't want to follow a company. They're more likely to follow a person or connect with that person. So definitely add your own LinkedIn page here, your LinkedIn URL. I don't know very many people that want to share their personal Facebook page, if they even have a Facebook page, but you can do that here, and Twitter as well. Again, LinkedIn seems to be the very popular, especially when we're talking about making business connections.
I'm sorry, you just copied and paste your LinkedIn
Yes.
link there.
So for LinkedIn, your own personal URL. So when you're on LinkedIn, you want to hit your profile page. And this is my profile page. Then I copy that URL on top there, and that's what I'm pasting. Some of people might have LinkedIn /in/ their name, or it might be LinkedIn /in/ a bunch of numbers. That's what you want to copy once you're on your actual profile page. Don't copy it when you're on your news feed, because that goes nowhere. It goes just to LinkedIn, but you want to go to your actual profile, and that's where it'll pop up.
Yeah, because we have two positions that we're looking for, like an admin, and then as well as like financial advisor, because we're hiring all positions too. So it'll be two separate entries, right?
Yeah. And I highly recommend you sharing those not only on APACC's job board, but right now, again, LinkedIn is very popular for those people that are unemployed and are looking for jobs. So share that on your own personal LinkedIn. And if your company is already sharing those on their company page, just share that post. So you're not recreating a post, just share that post. on that LinkedIn. Does that make sense? And like I said, LinkedIn is very popular right now in business, in social media right now. I think, you know, TikTok is is trying to really edge in there right now. There's a lot of things that are happening on TikTok. I'm not quite there with TikTok yet, but I think when we're talking about business connections and trying to share jobs and opportunities, press releases, LinkedIn is the best place to do it. And also when you're doing that on LinkedIn, let's say you're sharing a press release on LinkedIn, you can also tag your company or another company. So let's say your company decided to have a partnership with APACC, or your company is going to be sponsoring APACC and we put up a press release. You can share that on your LinkedIn and then tag your company and tag APACC. And what happens is both people, anybody that's following APACC or anybody that's following your company will see your post. And then they'll be like, oh, why is Ton posting? And it makes you more visible. Again, then you might find people are reaching out to you and say, hey, let's connect. Because I work for so-and-so, or I'm also an APACC member. I've never seen you at events. Let's connect at this next event. It's a great opportunity to link. There's so many ways that you're putting yourself out there. Try to think about how you're going to link those press releases that you put up on APACC with your social medias, whether it's through LinkedIn or through Facebook or through Twitter. Or with your company page. I think a lot of employers are very, they like it when you start interacting with their posts. So if they post something on Instagram or if they post something on LinkedIn and you share that post, they love that. They absolutely love that. And you don't have to create a post of your own. It's already out there. You're just sharing your company post and saying, hey, this is for my contacts that are looking for new opportunities. Or, hey, I'm so proud to be part of this organization. Here's some great news coming out of my company at this time. Whatever the case may be, try to link everything that the efforts that you're putting in, make them have more value by sharing that information and putting it out there. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I think we've really hit our time mark here. And Leonie, do you have any final words?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. And I'm very sorry that I keep dropping off. It's been crazy. So thank you. So any questions, please email me, and don't be hesitant. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Duke. Thank you, Leonie.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Welcome.